Oh my God, it's been a while, boys. Oh gosh, as you read, we got something interesting today. Not these, not that, though these are interesting. Not that either, no. We got some parts to show off that I need to show off carefully. There's that. Hold on, oh, yeah, there we go, there's that. There's that. And let's see what else we got. Oh, we got some more. Got a bunch of these things. 2, 4, 6, 7. We got whatever that is. We got that thingy. We got that part, and a couple more things. Oh, and you know, some little things, pins and that's gone forever. Pins and stuff. So, yeah, as you read, we have an interesting project on the way. So let me bring you boys in. Let's take a look at what we got, how this is all going to work, and we need to discuss a little bit about how this is going to play out on the internet, because most of what you're seeing in front of you can't be shown at this location. So there's going to be some other locations. Let's get this organized. All right, so quick housekeeping stuff here. YouTube won't allow me to build this like I used to on their platform. So what we're going to do is this will get built off platform. I will give everybody a primer video when something gets done. A video will go up and it will say, hey, look what we accomplished. If you want to see how it got accomplished, go over to wherever it's hosted. From there, you'll get to see the main chunk of the workings happen and how it gets done and how a gunsmith does this sort of stuff. So that's housekeeping there. Housekeeping number 2, I am an 0702. I'm a full-on gunsmith. One, if anybody wants some services, you figure out how to contact me. All my information's out there. 2, that's what makes this legal. Don't be concerned that the Fed boys are going to go kicking around my door. This is going to be a post sample. I have the proper licensing to do that, so don't concern yourself with that. It's easy enough. 3, I guess we should talk about what we have here. This is a German MP40 parts kit. This is probably one of the last ones that we're going to see for a while. There are some potentially coming in from like Ethiopia or something like that. They're probably going to be really rough, and they're not going to be as nice as this and have all this stuff. This one here came out of a local collector who got it and never built on it. He's probably had it for 20 years and he decided he was not going to build on it. Passed it along at a very reasonable price, let me tell you. If we ever meet in person, I'll tell you the story about how much I paid for this. I don't want to say it on the internet because it's almost unreasonably low for what we have. But the great thing is we're going to make it function again, which most people around here don't either have, 1, the skill, or 2, the licensing to do that. So 7 magazines, starting from a 19. I think we got 240s, 241s, 242s, and 143. All different varieties, mostly Steyr. I don't know if I mentioned, but most of this kit is Steyr. It's kind of a Bitsa kit. It's got all different parts. It's mixed match. It's not serial numbered correctly. It's not the most desirable, perfect kit you could ever come across, but everything is there, which is amazing in and of itself. Now, when I got this kit, it did not have a magwell. And let me tell you, this is not a reproduction. This is an original magwell. And this alone was extremely difficult to come by. DK Productions, luckily I called them and they had one sitting there, but this alone was as much as your brand new Glock 19. And I mean brand new Glock 19. It might even be priced the same as a Glock 19 MOS. This little stamped piece that has some engravings on there was extremely expensive. But can't have this without that. For receiver, it's a Philadelphia Ordnance trunnion and receiver. These will need to be blued at some point. We will either rust or hot blue those before. We're going to make it function first, and then we will pull this all apart and blue the receiver. Interesting bit here. So if anybody out there is more of a MP40 aficionado than I am, I have some ideas of what this might be, but notice there are no markings there. Normally it would say MP40, and it would say the manufacturer. That's not there. This has come apart. It's full of grease and it needs to come apart a little bit better and get cleaned, but this is all original. This isn't Yugo, this isn't some other manufacturer, this is original German. I think what might have happened, what I've read on the internet, is if you broke your MP40 in the field, the Waffenmeister would come out, that's the gunsmith. Waffenmeister would come out, the armorer, the local armorer would come out, he would have boxes of parts, bins of parts, and oh, I broke half of my stock, I broke whatever. Well, here's another one. We will match the serial number, as you can see. There is a serial number. We will force match the serial number with a hammer and like serial number stamps. We will match up that serial number. We will put your gun back together and we will get you back into the fight, because that's all they cared about. They didn't care about matching serial numbers or matching, you know, the original part from the factory. Didn't care. We need to go back to war. I think that's what this is. And another telltale for me was one of these grips. This is an original grip. You can see how rough it is. This one looks older, and even on the inside, the Bakelite looks a little bit different. The Bakelite grip here looks much, much newer, probably a couple years newer. Still wartime production, but much newer, much cleaner looking. And if you guys want to see that, I can take some of this further apart. But I have a feeling what happened is soldier was in combat, broke something on his lower unit. The Waffenmeister said, nah, we can get you fixed and get you back in the combat. Force matched the serial number and sent him back out. Then he went off to some country, got cut up, and got to me. That's been 80 years. So that's where we are. So that's kind of our intro. Next video, we might go over parts individually, and I can show you how all of them kind of fit together and work. I think I can do that without getting in trouble here. We'll go over like the parts list, what's in here, how they go together. Make another simple video out of that. But that's what we got for your first intro. Get excited. We're going to be working on this. Me personally, I'm going to be working on this over the next couple of weeks, and I'm going to see if we can't get this thing turned around and test fired here pretty soon. Now, like I said, I am a paid gunsmith, so I do have a lot of paid work that has to get done first, but in between things getting done, we're going to try to get this built, so stay tuned. We have a lot of really cool content. I have this. I have an Uzi kit. You know, when I bought this wasn't the only thing. I also bought an Uzi kit. I bought 2 Sten Mark IIIs and a Sten Mark V kit. So we might have a lot of building coming up soon, which should be pretty fun. So, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's good to be back, even though this place hates me. I do this for y'all. So seriously, give me a thumbs up. Leave me some comments. I read through all of them, and get excited because this is going to get tested. If and when we get this running, and you see me in public, or if I'm at a range event, I'll try to bring it. You guys can test fire it because I want people to shoot the snot out of this thing. There's no reason to let this thing sit in a safe. This is too cool. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.